today is going to be called white pages. So what this challenge is, I stopped using yellow pages to move on to white pages, but the page they gave me is blank and says no hints, and it's white pages forensics PicoCTF. So if we look right away, I already downloaded the file. It should be called whitepages.txt. And it runs strings on it. Everything's blank, so we can't really get nothing out of it. So what do I do next? I check file type and see what's going on. Whitepages.txt. And then we get it's a Unicode with no line terminators with very long lines. So that's what we get all from it. So what could we do next? So one thing we do need to know is that it's a forensics channel. So maybe there's something hidden behind. So what does the xxd command do? It basically, what it prints out is just it prints out the memory of a flag. XSD hex dumps or file standard converts hex back into original binary format. So it's usually used to create I guess bleep out anything that could be hidden. So it'll be xxd, and then let's type whitepages.txt, and then we get a bunch of data right here where it says it's a bunch of numbers. It right here starts off E2 80 83, E2 80 83, E2 83, E2 83, E2 83, and then 20 E2 83. So we get a few 20s here and there. So what could this mean? So what's going on inside, I guess, inside here? So if we look right here where 20 is mentioned, there's like a space. So you could assume that this is a space right here. So there's spaces. So what has this got me thinking? That this could be either, this is basically a more of a binary solution where we might need to replace, for example, E2 80 83, E2 80 83 as we could either consider it as a 0 or 1, and then for 20 we could consider it as either 0 or 1. In this case, E20 80 83, we're gonna have it as a 0 and then 20 as a 1. Reason being is just cause, and either that, once we write the code to, I guess, decode this and like write this out into, I guess, binary format, we could literally see what we could go from there. So let's start doing that. So what we want to do is convert, I guess, the spaces, and we want to be able to differentiate 20 and E2 80 83 as zeros and ones. So we're going to turn them to binary. So how are we going to do that? So I'm going to write Python code. So first we're going to do Python 3, and then we're going to start writing a function called convert to white spaces. So def convert, we don't even need that. We could probably just do it like this. So we'll do with open, and then we're going to open whitepages.txt, whitepages.txt, and then we're gonna have the ability to read and write and execute. So we'll do rb, and then we're gonna do as f, and then we're gonna do result is equal to f dot read, and then from there we're gonna do result is equal to result dot replace. We're gonna replace these values with the, I guess, the hex value that we see, and we're gonna have to set this up as bytes. And we're gonna do -x E2 because its hex values are being dumped out. So x80, and then x83, and then we're going to replace this. We could change this later to see what we get. We're going to replace this as 1, and then we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to change it to 0, and we're going to do it for only 20. So it's going to be x20. And then from here we're going to do results equals result dot decode. I'm going to decode this, and then after that what we're going to do is just print it out. So results, and then now we got a bunch of binary. So what we could do right here is look up a binary to ASCII to see if we could get at least something out of this. Binary to ASCII, so it turns binary to textable text that we could see if we could read. So we convert this and we get nothing from it so far. Convert nothing. Binary to text or binary to ASCII. Binary to ASCII converter. Binary. Oh, and we get a bunch of I guess random text. So let's just see. Go back to right here. So let's see, with open whitepages.txt as f results equals f read. Result equals replace dash x e2 dash x 80 dash x 83, and I'm gonna see this as b1 and then b0. So that's what we get. What we could do now is see if we could do the opposite, where we could do result is equal to 1. Wait, result is equal to 0, I guess. And then b 0. Oh, okay, because I'm assuming we have to, so we're gonna have to redo this again, but we have most of the code with us, so we just do exit. I'm assuming it saved it, so that's why. So we're gonna wait, let's see if hopefully we didn't overwrite the memory from this. Okay, now so we still could do that. So we run Python 3, and then we're just gonna copy this again, because it's gonna be annoying to do it. Oh, probably because it's just space and white. With, and then we're gonna do results is equal to f.read, close that, and then press enter, and then we're gonna copy this, but we're gonna change it the other way around like we did last time. So let's say we could change this to 0, and then we're gonna change this one with 1 and see, hopefully we get a different type of value. If not, we have to change our approach. And then we could just do result is equal to that and then decode it. So we just do this and then result. Now we got something different. So let's see what this gives us. And we get letters. It says PicoCTF public record background, all these forms, and we get the flag right here. Not all are created. And then there's, I guess, more to it, or that's about it. So I guess there's a limit how much it could do. So what if we ASCII convert binary to okay. Text. Binary to text. Oh, let's see if we get that. But now we might need to write our own code, because I guess as you saw before, it did work. So I see not all spaces are created equals not all, and then we get the entire flag right here. So now what we do is just input this, and that should solve the challenge for us. So we press enter, white pages, and we see a solve. So yeah, pretty easy, nothing too difficult, nothing too hard. Hope you guys learned something new today. I know I did, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.